Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel as we are here to talk about, I believe this is UFC 319, and boy, is this a special one. Special one, a sad one, but a time of celebration as well. As we have a big fight week, Manny Pacquiao is set to return versus Mario Barrios. He supposedly also wants to talk about the fight with Mayweather again. He wants to go toe-to-toe with Mayweather. You know, again, hopefully that happens in the future. Again, but at the same time, I think people just stopped caring about Floyd Mayweather, fighting still. So, at this point, it is what it is. And, that's what Pacquiao wants. I believe that's the only one he wants because he feels that, he was a little bit robbed of that fight the last time him and Mayweather fought. But that is not what we are talking about today. Aside from other fight news with the UFC White House event, which the venue, I'm sure, is going to be cool, even though, as you saw in the last video or a few, you already know how I feel about our current president. But anyway, that's not why we're here. We're here to talk about UFC 319. It is about one of the greatest fighters that have ever stepped foot in the UFC. And that is none other than the Diamond, Dustin Poirier. He will be fighting against a former rivalry in Max Holloway. Max Holloway's first ever fight in UFC was with Dustin back in, I believe, 2015, if I'm not mistaken, or 2013. No, 2013, I believe, was the first time they fought. Then the second match was down many years later, I believe in the teens of the 2000s. And now, the final fight of Dustin Poirier's career will be against the man he has fought for more than almost a decade. At this point, a rivalry that spans back a few years. None other than the current BMF champion, Max Holloway. But first, unfortunately, we don't have the rest of the card for you guys, considering that they did not update fully the roster. Will probably, and I believe we are getting UFC 6 eventually. So yeah, no, it's going to be interesting to see, what that's going to be like. But anyway, here we are, as we will be getting off with the first match, Michael Johnson, the returning Michael Johnson versus Daniel Zellhuber, which I believe he was in, the Zellhuber was in the the Mexican Day, Independence Day show in Las Vegas in the Sphere. I believe that was the last time we saw him, if I'm not mistaken. But anyway, let's check the records real quick while we talk about more about UFC. Again, this will probably be 3 rounds, I'm guessing. Let me just make sure that those are the current accurate records, real quick.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC lightweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Daniel.
Oh, it got canceled because it was a Huber, I believe, maybe. Oh, wow. It was supposed to... Wow, it got canceled? Damn. But anyway, the records were 24 wins and 19 losses for Michael Johnson, and Daniel Zellhuber has 15 wins and 2 losses. Pretty good record still, I will say. But anyway, this is the only one we got. Oh, again, this will probably be 3 rounds. We'll see how this goes. But fortunately, yeah, it got canceled. I didn't even notice that. UFC 319. Again. I'm trying to find the pay-per-views. What the fuck? Okay, so this is not 319. So which one's this one? Because there's a break today. But anyway, here, let's look at Dustin Poirier's record. We just did him not too long ago. Come on. Again, Dustin Poirier is supposed to be fighting Max Holloway again. The records are for Max Holloway. This is 26 wins and 8 losses, while Dustin Poirier has 30 wins and 9 losses. Again, still pretty great records for these two, for sure. in their, in their, whether their primes or, later careers. Let's see the last time these guys fought. Okay, Dustin Poirier did lose to submission to Islam, the current lightweight champion, in the last round by submission in the last round of the 5th round. So yeah, pretty shocking. And then Dustin Poirier won by knockout in the 2nd round against Benoit St. Denis. So he has a win and loss record. But I will admit, he did lose big the last time when he fought Islam. But we'll see. And then not only is this a normal match, not only is this the retirement of Dustin Poirier, but this is for the BMF title. Oh, goodness. And now I am curious to see how that's going to go, if he continues or not. So I'm curious, if he continues, will he still be competing? Or if he doesn't continue, will he be the main holder of the BMF title moving forward? In all honesty, which makes me curious though. But we'll see what the future holds. But yeah, no, I think it'll be huge for him to go out, with a title, at least to, leave the UFC with that. I think it's going to be cool either way. So yeah, we'll see what happens with that. And let's talk about the Max Holloway loss. I believe the Max Holloway, the last time he lost, was against the double champion in Ilia Topuria. It was a devastating knockout the last time these guys fought. Oh, no, not 24. Yep. So yeah, he lost to Ilia Topuria in the first round of not the first round. The 3rd round, round 3, almost going into round 4. But yeah, he lost due to knockout. Then the last time he fought was with Justin Gaethje. Knockout in a second after the 5th round with 4 minutes and 59 seconds, almost ending a round 5 going to decision. But again, they brawl it out from probably one of the most iconic UFC moments in history with a knockout that was just devastating. So again, both of these guys are coming off of one win, a knockout victory, and a loss by champions. So again, pretty impressive though. But at the end of the day, only one can win and only one can lose. So yeah, this is gonna be a tough decision. For this fight, even though technically from what the news is telling me on Google, the fight just got canceled. So I guess we'll see what the preview of what this fight could be. But we'll see. Oh, what a big kick. Again, round number 2. Oh, big right hand by Michael Johnson. But yes, I do think that we are probably going to see this by knockout. But let's not be surprised though if Dustin Poirier comes with a submission though too, because he can have a very good submission game as well though. But anyway, what was I gonna say? So let's talk more about other news regarding fighting just in general. Anyway, the White House card by Dana White is announcing that President Donald Trump is approving. Oh, what a head kick! Stunning Zed Huber. Anyway, the White House card that is being presented by Donald Trump, since he's also a big fan of the UFC and a big supporter of Dana White, as well as Dana White, big supporter of the president, even though he's an idiot, but this is not what we're talking about. Anyway, oh, what a head kick! Oh, I want to see that replay. With 2 minutes left of round number 3. Anyway, so yeah, the White House card is supposedly going to be announced for either next year, next year I believe. That is the current plan. And not only that though, guess who surprisingly came back? Oh, that's right, Jon Jones. Oh, he's supposed to be set to come back with a vengeance. And he's going after, I'm guessing, Tom Aspinall. Well, Tom Aspinall is the current champion still, officially now. Again, Aspinall says that he wants to revive the heavyweight division, so I'm curious to see who his next opponent is going to be, even though the plan is for it to be Ciryl Gane. But I can't lie, I don't think that's a worthy challenger, considering that he's just been losing a lot lately. You know who I think is going to be a good challenger? Derek Lewis. The man has been on fire for a long time. He's been on a hot streak for a minute, knocking out people, ground and pound as well, winning by decisions, I think, too. At this point, oh, very nice. Very nice kick attempt, but Johnson blocked. But at this point, you know, I want someone that's worthy. And Derek Lewis, the man beast, the black beast, I believe they call him, is a worthy one. So I hope that UFC gives it to him eventually, because I believe he's the only challenger that's worthy of a world title shot right now. So yeah, no, I hope they give it to him. I hope that should be the plan for the next title defense for Tom Aspinall. But yeah, no. Oh, big right hook. But yeah, no, it's. Oh, 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Yeah, no, that was a very good round too, though. I can't lie. But yeah, no, it's just. Yeah, I'm interested to see how that fight's going to turn out. But the John Jones announcement of him coming back is a little. I'm happy that he's coming back, but then it's like that was a plot the whole time. That was a plot. That was a plot. And you know he's a big fan of Donald Trump too, so yeah, no, that's a plot though too. And a little Daniel Cormier is a little funny though too, which, you know, of course that will always be his rivalry. As much he does have respect for him as a fighter, he does not respect him as a person. But you know, that's fine. You know, that's what you're gonna get in the fight business at the end of the day. But yeah, no, it's just been so. Yeah, it's crazy. It's really crazy that he's coming back again after having only retired for like I think what it was, a month or a few weeks. And then when the White House card is announced that they are doing a White House card event, White House, you know, UFC card, but they did not, you know, reveal the card as well of what it will be. And also, Conor McGregor is set to be returning. If you can get two of the biggest UFC stars on a white card on this card, it's going to be considerably one of the greatest events. Not only that, though, not only should you get the big names and everything, the matches have to deliver, and I hope that they do deliver, if that is the plan. But yeah, I am interested to see the venue. I'm not gonna lie, from a venue standpoint, I think it's gonna make sense, and I think they're gonna do it in the front yard of the White House, which again, it's gonna be a cool location if they add it on. If they add it to the UFC 6. But nice body kick. But yeah, just in general, it's just, you know, very shocking. Yeah, Conor McGregor is set to return again. He is also a BKFC owner as well. You know, he's doing his own businesses and everything though. But he does say that he wants to fight on this card also. Again, he's also a big Trump supporter from the looks of it as well. Good for him. But yeah, no, he's... Oh, what a head kick. But yeah, so he is planning on wanting to come back and, you know, doing the testing pool and everything. So hopefully we'll see how that turns out. But, yeah, no, it's just, you know, a shocking announcement, though. I just hope that he just comes back in general. When I see we're ready and, you know, he's not hurt, hopefully, then, you know, I would like to welcome him back. And maybe we finally get him and Chandler's big match that was supposed to happen, but again, injuries happened, and you know, either that or Conor McGregor just got too busy. Again, you know, after you not leave the fight business for a while, you're gonna have to, you know, make a plan to, you know, still provide at the end of the day until you know, die. Oh, what a head kick by Michael Johnson! Could this have been the result of this announced fight before it was canceled? Or will Zell Huber be the one with the victory and not Michael Johnson? Well, only time will tell if they do have a match in the future. Wow. It looked like Zell Huber was going for a body... Oh, no, he was going for a head kick, too. But, yeah, Johnson caught him with that one. Oh, he did catch him, though, with the head kick, though. But, yeah, Michael Johnson's kick was much higher and more... Ooh, that's a nice picture. I can't lie. Well, yeah, congratulations to Michael Johnson on the victory by knockout in the last round of round number 3. Okay. Alright, I want to change menu. Change fighters. I believe this is also a light heavyweight match, if I'm not mistaken, between Holloway and... Oh, here it is. It's already set up for us, actually. Yep. Oh, wait. Oh, please don't tell me it's a... Oh, no. You gotta put it 5 match 5. 5. Five rounds for the UFC BMF Championship. And again, let's see the records between these guys. I believe each of them have each one victory against each other. Who is going to be the one with the last word? Who is going to be the one that says, I was the better man this day? We'll find out eventually tonight, as Lil Wayne is set to perform in Dustin Poirier's entrance. That's a special entrance. I honestly, I'm glad, because honestly, the NFL did Lil Wayne no justice at all. Didn't do him justice. As much as I agree that Kendrick Lamar, it was definitely one of the big stars of the year, I'm not gonna lie, but at the same time, Lil Wayne was, especially since they were doing the Super Bowl in his home state and hometown, he was given injustice. So, yeah, again, mixed feelings with that, but, you know, it is what it is. That was last year. We're in the new year, and he is going to perform with Dustin Poirier. So let's see what this is going to be about. As again, this is for the BMF title. It's on the line. But yeah, you know, I'm curious about, you know, who's going to be on the card for UFC. I do know that Dana White wants to put John Jones and Conor McGregor on it to make this the biggest UFC card ever, which I'm sure it probably will be. Of course, it's in America's beginning, basically, in Washington. So yeah. So yeah, we'll see what happens with that. But yeah, another fight news as well. Unfortunately, Gervonta Tank Davis was arrested not so long ago for allegedly assaulting his girlfriend, which, yeah, I think that's a bad thing in general. But, again, we don't know if it's true, you know, at the end of the day. So, you know, well, in this country, it's guilty until proven innocent at this point. But, you know, should be proven innocent until proven guilty. But, unfortunately, this is how this country is, unfortunately, because of our justice system. But we'll see if Gervonta Tank Davis will be able to come back and fight. While also, Edgar Berlanga lost badly to Zabata, which, you know, I got a few words from Mr. Berlanga. You gotta be humble, man. You gotta be humble. After your loss, your whooping to Canelo, you should have been humble. After your loss with this kid, from a guy from London that exposed you in your in your state of New York, nobody knew you. And again, it's not your fault. It's what boxing has become over the years. But we're slowly gonna come back, depending if, you know, when Dana White and Turkey bring that first pay-per-view with Canelo and Crawford together. Here we go. Poirier! Yeah, here we go, baby.
You see the champion fighting out of the red corner. Ladies and gentlemen, presenting the reigning, defending UFC lightweight champion of the world, Max plus Holloway. Ready to fight? Ready. Good.
Here we are. Let's see what's going on. Let's see how we play out here. But yeah, sorry, I was just texting someone. But what was I gonna say? So yeah, again, I feel like that Edgar, you gotta be humble, man, because you got whooped badly the last 2 times. So make this a lesson for the future, bro. Never be you, change, from the New York style, but be where you're from. But at the same time, you gotta learn to not be humble. If you can't back up the trash talk, you gotta learn to be humble. Some people know how to trash talk when the pressure's on them, and then there's some people that didn't. And the last 2 times, you didn't. So you gotta be humble. Choose your words wisely. That's all I'll say. Choose your words wisely. Or else, stuff like this is gonna continue moving forward for the rest of your career. But yeah, we'll see what happens with him in the future, with Edgar Berlanga in the future, though. But moving forward. Let's see what's next for this one. Oh, ground game. First round, done. Good.
Ready, fight! Ready! Good!
Ooh. Well, yeah, another fighting news, though, too, is also announced that Mr. Turkey, I don't know how to say the last name, so I'm just going to say Turkey. I got to work on the last name. But anyway, Turkey has announced that DAZN, or whatever the company's name, sports company's name is, that they will be hosting free events for all DAZN subscribers moving forward for all of the Turkey events. So I'm interested in that. Oh, and also, I almost forgot. Alexander Usyk is supposed to be defending his title against Dubois, I think his name is. Daniel Dubois, or whatever his name is. Again, for the second time. Part 2. I believe Usyk beat him by either knockout on the 7th round or by decision. It was one of those things. But again, Usyk does have a victory over Daniel, but Dubois, got a big win against Anthony Joshua not too long ago by knockout. So definitely a brutal moment for him. Brutal, a great match and a great victory for him. Oh my God, what a good move. Oh, again, this is going to be a 5-round banger. But we gotta remember though, Daniel Poirier is good on the ground. We gotta remember that. Good with the submission game as well. Oh, nice takeover. Oh, triangle for the cross armbar. Wait a minute, is it locked? Oh my God, it's locked. It's locked. Is Dustin gonna tap? No. Ground and bound now. Oh. With 1 minute left of round number 2. Oh, big body, big knees to the body. Oh, big head kick by Holloway. You know what? Depending if we're in the final decision of the 5th round, I'm gonna announce who my pick is. I usually say it at the end of the fight, but you know what? Because you know, we never know. But I'm gonna say right now that, you know, if we go to the 5th round, then I'm gonna announce, or 4th round, I'm gonna announce who I think should win and why. A very good contest so far between Dustin and Max Holloway. Even though we're not technically watching a fight yet, but you know, the real fight. But you know, this is just a prediction fight of what you know it could be. Again, of course, I know this is going to be the main event for this UFC, so yeah, we're gonna see two legends going at it once again. And here it is for round number 3. Ooh. Oh, big kick by Dustin. Oh, wait a minute. Dustin's cut. Oh, big kick to the body. Oh, big right hand by Holloway. Ooh. Oh, big body punch. Again, both men, I think, that, you know, deserve big wins because they lost big the last time. Max Holloway by knockout, and then the last round, I gotta admit, you know, who looked good the most in the last round? I gotta say Dustin looked good, because Holloway lost in the 3rd round, I believe. Yep, 3rd round. But it was still a good contest between both men, in all honesty. But for both fights, as well between, you know, Islam and, you know, Torpilla, funny thing, story rivalry. I hope that they make that the UFC does make happen in the future, because I will admit, at this point, I think everyone's starting to realize that Torpilla might be a big threat to Islam, 100%. And what a big shocking stun once again. I gotta admit, Max Holloway has been stunning Dustin Poirier the last 3 times in this round. Again, 2 minutes left of round number 3. Wow, these rounds have been very quick, in all honesty. But yeah, no, we will see what the future holds for UFC going forward. Oh, as we might see the last of Dustin Poirier. The question is, will he? Oh, nice. Oh, big knee strike. Nice block. Nice block by Poirier. Oh, big body punch. With 1 minute left of round number 3. Nice dodge by Poirier. Oh, submission. Like we said, Dustin Poirier knows how to lock in his submissions. Oh, and Max Holloway finally breaks off of it. With 30 seconds left of round number 3. And again, Max Holloway going with his own submissions. Oh, wait. Is Poirier going to break out of it? No, he does not. Oh my god, it's locked in. It's locked in. Can Poirier survive? Can Poirier survive in the last 3 minutes? Oh, wait a minute. Max Holloway taps out Poirier. Max Holloway taps out Poirier in the 3rd round. Will Max Holloway be able to get his big rebound win and still hold the BMF title? Or will Dustin Poirier go out strong with a final belt added into his collection? And I gotta admit this though too. I feel that my pick might be Dustin Poirier. I'm going with the legend on his retirement match. I love you, Max, but I feel like Dustin has looked good in his last performance than you did, even though you did well with Ilia Topuria. It was still a great match, but yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb
It just, yeah, I feel like I'm more confident in Dustin than, yeah.
For the winner by submission.
Even though he didn't win the title, but I don't know how they put. I don't think you can defend the BMF title. I gotta check that up. But yeah, it was a hell of a contest between these guys. Again, thank you guys so much for your support, and tune into the next UFC review or to the next review in general. You know, I've been posting a lot about the Superman movie and what the next plans are for DC. But tune into the next video. You're not going to want to miss it, as we probably might do. Our next video could be revolving around either something with DC or maybe SummerSlam. So tune in to that as well. Thank you guys again for watching, and we'll see you in the future.